Feeling your legs becoming weaker, heavier, or sore isn't something you should ignore. If standing for more than a few minutes feels exhausting, if walking short distances now requires more effort, or if climbing stairs has slowly become a challenge, your body is trying to tell you something important. What you're about to discover may finally explain why this is happening, and why it keeps getting worse if you don't take action. The truth is that certain everyday foods, habits, and even 2 vitamins you may think are good for your bones are silently draining the strength from your legs. Nutrients that people insist are healthy can, in excess, weaken your muscles, irritate your joints, and leave your legs unstable, tired, and prone to pain. The most alarming part is that these threats are probably in your kitchen right now. Every sip, every bite, every snack could be contributing to the heaviness, stiffness, swelling, and recurring discomfort you feel in your legs. But there's good news. Once you understand the hidden triggers, you can reverse much of the damage, protect your mobility, and rebuild leg strength, even after 60. Before we continue, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and comment where you're watching from. Seeing our community grow around the world brings joy to every one of us. Let's begin. 15. Sweets and sugary desserts. Desserts have always represented comfort and celebration, but after turning 60, the body becomes far more sensitive to the effects of excess sugar. Refined sugar triggers inflammatory responses throughout the body, especially in muscles and joints. When inflammation becomes chronic, the legs start feeling sore, stiff, and unusually heavy. Sugar also plays a direct role in weakening muscle strength. It increases insulin resistance, making it harder for muscles to absorb glucose, their main source of energy. When your muscles can't access fuel efficiently, they fatigue much faster, and daily tasks such as walking or climbing stairs feel harder. The extra calories from sugary treats also contribute to weight gain, which adds additional stress to knees, hips, and ankles. For each pound gained, the joints in your legs absorb up to 4 pounds of force during movement. That additional strain accelerates joint wear and reduces stability. Many processed desserts contain preservatives, dyes, emulsifiers, and artificial flavors that further inflame the body. Combined with sugar, this becomes a powerful formula for muscle exhaustion. Poor circulation is another hidden consequence. Excess sugar thickens the blood and damages the vessels, reducing the flow of nutrients and oxygen to the legs. Over time, this leads to slower recovery, more fatigue, and diminished mobility. Choosing whole fruits, cinnamon toppings, homemade low-sugar desserts, or dark chocolate can drastically reduce inflammation and restore energy. 14. Fried foods. Fried foods are among the most harmful items for your legs as you get older. When oils are heated at high temperatures, they produce trans fats, one of the most inflammatory substances in the modern diet. These fats clog arteries, stiffen blood vessels, and interfere with blood flow to the legs. Poor circulation means your muscles receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients. This makes them tire quickly and recover slowly. Many people notice their legs feeling heavy and achy after eating fried meals, and this is not a coincidence. It's the body reacting to the overload of damaged fats. Fried foods also burden the digestive system. Since they take longer to process, the body must divert energy from muscles to digestion. This leaves your legs feeling weak and drained. Donuts, fried chicken, fries, churros, empanadas, and commercial fried snacks may taste satisfying, but their long-term effects on your legs include inflammation, stiffness, and gradual degeneration of the joints. Switching to baked, steamed, grilled, or air-fried alternatives protects your muscles, reduces inflammation, and preserves your mobility. 13. White bread. White bread is one of the most deceptively harmful foods for people above 60. Since it is made from refined flour stripped of fiber and nutrients, it digests extremely fast, causing blood glucose to spike. These glucose spikes trigger energy crashes that make your legs feel weak and unstable. Over time, repeated spikes contribute to insulin resistance, which prevents muscle cells from absorbing glucose efficiently. Without proper energy, muscles lose firmness and strength. This leads to fatigue during walking, difficulty climbing stairs, and reduced balance. White bread also lacks the protein and minerals needed for muscle repair. Eating it daily, especially without healthier foods to balance it, accelerates muscle loss, one of the strongest predictors of declining mobility in older adults. Replacing white bread with whole grains, rye, sourdough, oats, or flaxseed-based breads can stabilize blood sugar and provide essential nutrients to your muscles. 12. Alcoholic drinks. As the body ages, alcohol becomes more difficult to metabolize. Even small amounts interfere with the absorption of vital nutrients such as vitamin D, magnesium, and calcium, nutrients that keep muscles strong and bones resistant to fractures. Alcohol also slows down muscle recovery after physical activity. Soreness lasts longer, fatigue intensifies, and the risk of cramps increases. Dehydration is another serious issue. Alcohol removes water from the body, making muscles less flexible and more prone to injury. Because alcohol contains empty calories, it often leads to abdominal fat accumulation, which places extra strain on the legs and lower back. This not only worsens swelling, but also disrupts posture and balance. Long-term intake increases inflammation in joints and muscles, resulting in chronic discomfort and reduced mobility. 11. Processed meats. Ham, bacon, sausage, hot dogs, and cold cuts are convenient, but they contain high amounts of sodium, preservatives, and saturated fats. These ingredients inflame the joints, stiffen blood vessels, and impair circulation. Poor circulation affects oxygen delivery to the legs. Without enough oxygen, the muscles weaken and fatigue quickly. Many people who regularly consume processed meats experience morning stiffness, leg heaviness, and ongoing muscle discomfort. Nitrites and chemical additives used to preserve these meats disrupt metabolism, reduce energy, and increase toxin accumulation. Over time, this leads to muscle cramps, swelling, and reduced strength. Choosing whole protein sources, such as fish, chicken breast, eggs, or beans, supports muscle recovery and reduces inflammation dramatically. 10. Instant noodles. Instant noodles are convenient but nutritionally disastrous, especially after age 60. They are made of refined flour and contain almost no protein, minerals, or fiber. Their extremely high sodium content, often more than half the daily recommended amount, causes water retention, making the legs swollen, tight, and painful. Sodium also elevates blood pressure, reducing circulation to leg tissues. Chemical additives such as MSG and preservatives cause inflammation that accelerates muscle breakdown. Over time, this leads to stiffness, pain, and difficulty walking. Instant noodles also spike blood sugar because of their high glycemic index. These fluctuations drain muscle energy and worsen fatigue. 9. Industrially made cakes. Packaged cakes contain sugar, hydrogenated oils, artificial flavors, and preservatives, all of which damage circulation and irritate muscles. Sugar destabilizes insulin, weakening muscle energy. Trans fats reduce blood flow and increase cholesterol, limiting oxygen delivery to the legs. Over time, this contributes to muscle loss, stiff joints, and mobility decline. Artificial dyes and stabilizers also disrupt the immune system, increasing chronic inflammation. Homemade cakes made with whole ingredients, healthy oils, and natural sweeteners offer significantly better outcomes for muscle health. 8. Ultra-processed cheeses. Spreadable cheeses, individually wrapped slices, and melted cheese products are packed with sodium, artificial phosphates, and saturated fats. Excess sodium causes water retention and leg swelling, while phosphates disturb calcium and magnesium balance, both essential for muscle contraction. Low-quality cheese products also provide very little protein, making them poor options for maintaining muscle mass with age. Choosing fresher cheese varieties such as ricotta, panela, cottage cheese, or natural mozzarella supports muscle function and reduces swelling. 7. Industrial ice creams. These ice creams contain high sugar, saturated fats, syrups, emulsifiers, and artificial flavors. The sugar spikes drain muscular energy, and the artificial ingredients promote inflammation. Poor circulation from saturated fats leads to cramps, numbness, and tingling in the legs. Over time, frequent consumption increases the risk of falls, fatigue, and reduced mobility. Since these ice creams offer no meaningful nutrients, they rob the muscles of the support they need to remain firm and functional. 6. Milk chocolate. Milk chocolate may taste delicious, but it contains sugar and saturated fats that trigger inflammation and weaken muscle function. The low cocoa content means fewer antioxidants and more fillers that disrupt nutrient absorption. Insulin spikes caused by sugary chocolate drain muscular energy. Milk chocolate also contributes to abdominal fat gain, increasing pressure on the knees, hips, and ankles. Dark chocolate with high cocoa percentages is a healthier alternative, offering antioxidants that support circulation. 5. Canned foods. Canned foods often contain preservatives, dyes, and high levels of sodium. These substances inflame tissues, impair circulation, and overwhelm the body's detoxification system. Excess sodium leads to swelling, heaviness, and leg discomfort. Many canned products lose nutritional value during processing, leaving behind low-nutrient, high-calorie meals. In some cases, trace amounts of metals from cans may accumulate in the body, affecting the nervous system and muscle function. Fresh, frozen, or naturally preserved foods are far better for maintaining strong legs. 4. Filled cookies and processed snacks. Filled cookies contain sugar, hydrogenated fats, preservatives, artificial colorants, and almost no real nutrition. These ingredients inflame the body, burden the liver, and interfere with nutrient absorption. The trans fats contained in them clog arteries, reducing blood flow to the legs. Reduced circulation leads to tiredness, weakness, and occasional instability when walking. Excess sodium also triggers swelling and discomfort. Replacing these snacks with nuts, yogurt, fruit, or whole grain bars restores energy and supports muscular resilience. 3. Foods with monosodium. Glutamate, MSG. MSG is a flavor enhancer found in instant seasonings, soups, frozen meals, broths, and fast foods. While it improves taste, it interferes with neurotransmitters involved in muscle contraction. In many people, especially older adults, MSG causes headaches, tingling, leg heaviness, cramps, and generalized fatigue. MSG also increases inflammation in joints and muscles, worsening mobility issues. Many foods containing MSG are also high in sodium, adding to swelling and circulation problems. Choosing natural herbs, lemon, garlic, and olive oil instead of artificial seasonings improves muscle performance and reduces inflammation. The 2 worst vitamins for leg strength. These vitamins are essential in normal amounts, but extremely dangerous in excess. 2. Excess. Vitamin A. Vitamin A supports vision and immunity, but too much, especially from supplements, can irritate muscles and cause widespread discomfort. Excess vitamin A interferes with magnesium and calcium absorption, creating cramps, fatigue, and weakness in the legs. It also accumulates in the liver, disrupting energy production and weakening bones, especially in the hips and legs. High doses accelerate mobility decline and increase fracture risk. Only take vitamin A supplements under medical supervision. 1. Excess. Vitamin D. Vitamin D is essential, but too much can be toxic. It is fat-soluble, meaning the body stores excess amounts instead of eliminating them. Oversupplementation leads to hypercalcemia, elevated calcium in the blood. Symptoms include muscle stiffness, burning sensations, cramps, joint pain, reduced coordination. Excess calcium also calcifies muscles and tendons, especially in the legs, making them rigid and painful. High vitamin D intake can also damage the kidneys, worsening swelling, fatigue, and weakness in the legs. Always take vitamin D based on blood tests, not guesswork. If your legs feel weaker, stiffer, more swollen, or more tired than before, you're not alone, and you're not powerless. Your daily choices play a massive role in how your legs age. Avoiding the foods and supplement mistakes discussed today can dramatically transform your mobility, balance, and independence. Before you go, tell me in the comments, which of these 3 factors do you think affects you the most? I'm always reading your messages. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our easy science-based tips to stay strong, mobile, and full of energy after 60. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.